Hello everybody, this is eBlock, and today we're going to be playing the Shudder story. And without further ado, let's get started. Oh, man. Knock, knock. Oh, hey. Hi, Eli. Thank God you're here. I've been waiting. Hi, welcome. Come in, come in. Why are you making your friend wait outside? Lady, I just got here. Come, we've been waiting for you. That sounds just odd. Hey there, son. Good to see you. Hey, come take a seat. I want to talk to you. Alright. Doesn't matter where I sit? No. You get it? Drugs? Think so. Yep. Will it work? The reviews look good. Oh. Relax, I know this photography stuff. I know how it works. Food's ready, everyone. And the lights went out. Oh god, no. Ugh. Ugh. Great timing. It's the fuse again. I'll get it. Sorry about that. I don't know what's wrong with this house lately. Everything just keeps breaking down all the time. Really drives me up the freaking wall. The spot of mold, for instance. Kinda looks like a person. A few nights ago, it just appeared out of nowhere. Got some bleach, so that's my Sunday sorted, I guess. Come on, I'm sure he doesn't want to hear about our household issues. And Robert can't even look me in the eye. You want to turn off the TV for a bit? It's important the market might finally recover this year. What's her name? She's Lily. She's 5 months old now. Tell you what, kid. Never have children. What is he doing? It's a lot of responsibility. Don't say that. Ignore him. He's just sleep deprived. See what I mean? To your family, it's worth every bit of energy you put into it. I know, sis. Why the fuck are you looking at me when you say that? Eli was telling me earlier that you're into photography. And photo editing. And photo manipulation, that kind of stuff. Yeah? I want to take a photograph that is remembered years from now. Capture something that no one has ever done before. Ambitious. I respect that. Your friend here has taken up the tuba. He's a little off key, but at least it'd be easy to find him if he ever gets lost. Shush, I'm so proud of him. I've always wanted to learn music, but never had the time. Shall we head in? Oh yes, you two have plans to try out a new game, don't you? A game? No, actually, it's a software that a soft game, yes, or software game. Good save, man. Come on, let's go. Come on, it's in my bedroom. Alright. Alright, tell me what's going on. It started a few weeks ago. Well, now that I think about it, small things have been happening for the past year. It's always objects that seem to rearrange themselves. My room seems to basically clean itself. At first I thought it was my mom, but it happens even when no one else is home. You're making me wish I was being haunted instead. It's not funny. At night I can hear sounds, as if the walls are alive and are talking to each other, planning something. And what my mom said. Things keep breaking down constantly. Mold appears, then disappears a few days later. One day, a dozen worms swimming in the toilet water. When I came back with my dad, they were gone. And then the photos. I was flipping through our album yesterday and I swear I saw something. But when I went back to it, it was gone. I couldn't find it again. My parents think I'm imagining things. Too many horror movies, they said. You told them? I tried. They won't listen, so now you're my only hope. If we show them some proof, something in the pose, then maybe. Yeah, if we do find something, that would be pretty conclusive. You don't believe me, do you? I sure as hell want to. This will be a huge for me if we do find something. ... Come on, let's see what we've got here. Alright. That was an earthquake. Bigger this time. Everything is fine, kids. Carry on. Okay. It's not. Alright, can we actually start doing some ghost hunting now? Nice hat. These are all the photos we have. I transferred them to the PC like you'd asked. I added in the captions my mom had written for them in the albums. Hopefully that helps. Great, let's see what we can find here, shall we? Hey there, welcome to Spectral Aware. Spectral Aware is a tool that helps you hunt for hidden anomalies, specters, and ghosts in photos and videos with the help of a variety of filter and exposure settings. Play with the different settings and see if anything shows up. Spooky. This handy guide can help you identify what kind of haunting you're looking at. If you see something, mark it as haunted, and select an anomaly type from the checklist. Apparition and possible events. Otherwise, if you don't see anything, mark it as safe. Remember, hauntings are rare. Most photos don't contain a haunting. Oh, shit. But remember, once you've made a choice, you can't go back until analysis is complete, so make sure you've got right before hitting submit. Happy haunting. Thanks, paperclip. Alright, let's go to guide. Thank you for installing Spectral Aware 2.1. This guide will help you get started with analyzing and identifying paranormal phenomena hidden in photographic and video media. Included within is an index of most commonly reported photographic anomalies, apparitions, simulacras, strange lights, and more, along with recommended techniques for exposing each one by using Spectral Aware 2.1. Not all manifestations are visible immediately. You'll need to tweak filters and exposure settings to make them visible. Spectral Aware 2.1 is designed to help in this process. This guide is your Bible for identification. Remember, you must categorize each anomaly correctly for an accurate diagnosis and next steps for an exorcism. If needed, additional filter and pages are downloaded. You can begin using the software immediately. Refer to the index page to begin. Happy haunting. Apparitions are the most recognizable indicators of paranormal presence, commonly referred to as ghostly figures. These human-like forms may manifest in a variety of ways, and not all are obvious at first glance. Common indicators of apparition activity include figures and silhouettes, unidentified individuals, or doppelgangers. 1A. Figures and silhouettes. Ghostly figures appear... Where was I? Appear in many forms, often taking the shape of translucent human silhouettes. They may resemble unknown individuals, but most reports describe them as strangers, likely tied to the history of the location where the image was captured. It's possible to mistake a living person for a ghost due to long exposures in cameras. Humans leave duplicates of themselves in case of movement, but true ghost apparitions are singular, like in the movement of a... Okay, I see. This photo was taken a month after the subject's sister passed away. Behind her, a faint translucent form resembling her sister can be seen. Oh yeah, no, I can see it. Increasing contrast and exposure and using negative filter helps surface the barely visible apparition of a man standing at the top of the stairs. Detection. Since they're semi-transparent, apparitions often blend into shadows or overexposed areas. Adjust exposure and contrast to make them visible, or invert the image to its negative. In videos, scrub carefully as they may fade in and out of view. Apparitions may also leave cold spots, so a thermal filter does a good job at catching their presence. Disclaimer: suggested methods are only starting points. Each photo is unique and different techniques may be required. Don't hesitate to experiment. Okay. 1B. Unidentified individuals or doppelgangers. Ordinarily, there'd be nothing unusual about that photobomber in the back, except you took this photo in your home and no one else was there. These might appear normal, but they couldn't have been present when the image was captured. They may even appear incompetently formed as disembodied limbs, heads, or other body parts. They may even resemble someone you know, posing as if they belong. Your brother who lives in another country, a friend long deceased, or someone already in the photo twice. Mrs. Chang's daughter took this photo of her, only to notice her father clearly visible in the background after developing it. But Mr. Chang was away in London at the time. Did the anomaly take his form to appear safe and familiar in case it was seen? The father of the girl in the foreground took this photo on a private property. With no one else present at the time, only after development was the faint figure behind the shed wearing historic clothing of Victorian style was noticed. Detection. Observe closely to catch these anomalies. Check the date and location of the footage. Does the subject belong? Check for extra hands or limbs hiding in plain sight. Doppelgangers appear fully formed, so filters or image adjustments are rarely needed to detect them. Okay. Apparitions, nothing. Possible events. Not many things are as chilling as seeing a fully formed ghost in a photograph, but hauntings often manifest in more subtle ways. Sometimes it's something simply defies logic. Anything that makes you go, wait, that doesn't make sense, goes under this category. Common indicators of impossible events include autonomous objects, world inconsistencies. Taking a closer look, one can see what looks like a car in the sky emerging from behind the hotel building in the background. Okay. So things that clearly don't belong. Autonomous objects. These usually involve inanimate objects hinting at possible poltergeist activity. Floating objects are the most common, but anything that defies laws of physics falls under this category. When reviewing videos, watch for objects that move or shift on their own without any visible cause. This tree was struck by lightning over a year ago, leaving just a stump behind. In this photo taken a few months after the incident, the missing part can be seen again, floating a few meters above where it once stood. Where? This one? Or that one? Floating above where it once stood. Oh, I think maybe it's this. Okay, maybe. This would be easy to dismiss for a frisbee if the photographer and his son weren't the only ones on the beach at the time. Detection. It's easy to dismiss these as natural phenomena, like an object dropped or thrown by someone. Check whether there's a logical source, and if motion makes sense within the scene. These can mostly be deduced with the naked eye. Okay. World inconsistencies. These are glitches in reality and can manifest in a variety of ways. A clock with extra hands, snow in a desert, or rain indoors. These may immediately stick out as not belonging to a scene or natural with unexpected scale or form. If you find yourself stuck trying to make sense of what you're seeing, it's likely a world inconsistency anomaly. Taken in a landlocked region miles away from any coastline, this photo shows a wall of water in the background. Even if the ocean were nearby, the horizon is too high in the sky to be natural. What? Landlocked, so there wouldn't be an ocean in a landlocked area. At first glance, it looks like a quaint photograph with a deer in the background, until you realize its proportions don't make sense as it towers over the shed like a creature from a dream. Yeah, that clearly, yeah. If you're unable to explain it logically, it's probably a world inconsistency anomaly. Mostly you can easily spot these without any filters or manipulations, but exposure settings can help reveal them if they're hidden in shadows. Okay, so now we can exit. So now, this is the first photo, eh? Exposure. Okay. What if we do this? Okay. Negative. don't see anything. My assumption is that this is clear, because I don't see anything out of the ordinary. That makes things very visible. Yeah, I don't see anything. I think this one's safe. August 25th, 1987. Rob, newborn Eli, and I, 3 days after Eli's birth. So it's gonna be a slow burn of... Why does he look like he's like doing the... Look, he's... Okay, we'll do this nice and gradually. Now what if we reduce the exposure? Now what if we do this? See anything? Don't see anything. Nothing looks weird. Nothing looks out of the ordinary. Not that I can see. I don't see anything. I don't know if I'm doing anything strange. I don't see no apparition or anything. Am I just really being overly analytical and that's detrimenting me? Because then if I get careless, I'm just gonna assume it's all safe. Okay, his hand matches here. That's her hand coming across here, and that's her other hand. I think this one's safe too, because I'm really looking, but I don't see anything. there's nothing out of the ordinary here. So, I'd say that it should be. I'm gonna assume it's safe because there's not even anything that doesn't belong. August 22nd, 1999. Birthday boy waiting for his favorite breakfast. Okay, before we do anything, is there anything that doesn't make sense? Can't move the picture. If I do this, contrast is really there. Wait a second. Wait a second. Does that shadow make sense? Let's do a normal. Okay. It feels like this one's safe too. This little thing right here makes me think, but that could be his shadow. But why would the shadow be languid? That's not how the shadow would look, is it? I don't know if I want to say 3 in a row safe or if it's trying to throw me in for a loop right now. See anything? If we zoom in a little bit more. I don't know, there's something that the shadow makes me think that it's just the angle of the shadow feels not correct. Oh, that's just an outlet. Okay. Don't see anything. But like it feels like the way they worded it, it's getting in my head. Like every picture has something, but it also did tell me most of the time there's not gonna be anything, right? What's that in the background, though? What's that thing? I don't know what to make of this. I didn't find anything. The shadow's throwing me off. So is that thing. But it seems normal. What if I go really in on this guy's face? This kid's face. Like that. Okay, that shadow just seems... But that clearly matches him, so... I don't think you can call that an apparition, though. Because at the same time, this game could be like, well, that does count as an apparition. I'm going to say that it's safe. Okay. November 24th, 1988. Baby Eli helping out in the kitchen. Yeah. Negative imaging. Again, like fourth image, and I feel like it's like the third or fourth image. It'd be like, oh, there's a ghost here. So, like I don't want to miss anything. But nothing feels off here. Just take it nice and easy. Okay. Oh, right there. Nothing. Again, there's nothing here. It's just the broom handle. Right? Low setting. Okay. We're here now. High setting. Exposure low. I don't see anything. I'm gonna say that's safe. Oh, wait a second. I see something. September 12, 2002. Me at home, photo taken by Eli. You see that? Yeah. I just want to get a clear... Okay, this one's obvious. I'm gonna say that's an apparition. Hey! Oh my. Things are escalating. Run, little Timmy. I mean Eli. Go to your mother. What happened? What happened? Let me just look in the rest of your room first. Oh, that's just me walking by. Oh my god, Grandma, what happened? What is wrong with me? Oh god. Relax. It's fine. It's just the face she's making. She's fine. She just fell. Fine. She's not fine. Your mother's right. She needs to rest. Shouldn't we call a doctor? An ambulance, maybe? Oh, an ambulance? Come on now. Don't get so worked up. You're always just a silly person. She has the look of just paralysis in her eyes. I can't do anything right. Oh god. Breathe, Tom. Long rest. Everything is fine, okay? Sure. Told you before something's wrong here in this house. Oh, don't start with your ghost stories again now. Will everyone just relax? Hey man, can you get a print of the last photo we saw? We should show it to them. Sure. Alright, let's get that photo. Mom, take a look at this photo. Do you see it now? My photo? What am I supposed to be looking at here? Don't you see it? We were alone that day. There's that face. Huh, I don't see anything. Why don't you get back to your games? We'll get Grandma to bed. Go on now. Your mom doesn't believe you. It's not fine. Everything's not fine. She just won't admit it. I don't know why. We really need to find some photos with clear evidence now, if we're gonna convince them. I don't know why, I feel like things are about to get much worse very soon. I suppose you are right. Alright, let's continue to look for some photos. Guide entry unlocked, spectral forms. Okay. Spectral forms. A haunting presence may appear on camera in the form of a wispy, mist-like shapes or dark, unidentified shadows. Shadow people? Oh, the shadow ninjas on the front lawn. These differ from apparitions in that they appear gaseous and lack texture or clear definition with soft, faded edges. Common indicators of spectral forms include mist or shadow figures. Mists appear as cloudy, gaseous forms reminiscent of the classic image of the spirit. They may have a faint human outline or appear completely formless. They lack features and are usually white or pale in color. Typically invisible to the naked eye, they tend to reveal themselves only in photos and videos. Their movement is visibly intentional, making them distinct from natural mist or fog. Skeptics attribute their appearance to smoke or fog, but this can be dismissed if there's no logical source for the anomaly. Faint mist-like streaks can be seen on the side of the shadow with no clear source. At the time of the photograph, you seem visibly distracted, entranced by something just out of frame, entranced. The mist, however, only appeared after the photo was developed. Detection. Lowering exposure and increasing contrast can help separate mist from bright backgrounds. The negative can reveal them as darkened patches. And the thermal filter can detect the cold spots they leave behind. To rule out natural causes like fog, check whether the mist behaves logically. Does it have a clear source? Does it move around in a conscious manner? Okay. Shadowy figures. Shadowy figures are mist's darker counterparts. Like mists, they lack a defining features such as faces, clothing, or color variation. They absorb light rather than reflect it, remaining dark even when directly under a light source. They appear semi-transparent and smoky, or completely solid and black, sometimes shaped like a human figure and other times formless. This unnatural interaction with light is what separates them from ordinary shadows, such as those cast by a photographer or someone outside the frame. This famous photograph by world-renowned urban photographer Marcus Klein has sparked endless debate since its publication in 1995. Many theorists have proposed, but the unmistakably human-like figure on the right side of the frame remains hard to explain to this day. What, that? Detection. While increasing exposure and contrast will not reveal any features, it can help separate these figures from background, like with mist, thermal, and negative filters are particularly helpful here. Also carefully assess whether any visible shadow could realistically belong to the person off camera, or if there's any logical source for a natural shadow. Okay. So now we are on this photo. Oh, we can just instantly zoom in. Okay. Nothing in here. Okay, there's shadows for those. I don't see anything. I don't think there's anything in this photograph. Every time I look, it makes me laugh. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. No, I'd say this one's safe. Okay, I think I see something right there. Can I see it more easily with the... okay, there's something there. I just want to get a... Yeah, I'd say... Apparition. Spectral. I'd say it's a spectral form. That seems to be the logical conclusion. September 26, 1940. Grandpa Elias during the war. That's his badge there. I don't see anything. Usually when it comes to games like these, when it's a World War II picture or something like that, there's always something. But not with this one. 1957, Dad at his new job in the factory. Might be something in the back there. For some reason I can't quite... I think I see something. I think you're best gonna see it here. I feel like there's something there. Actually, I don't know. Maybe not. I don't think that's actually... I think that's just his shadow. Yeah, it's just a shadow. Hey there, it looks like you've uploaded your first video. Nice. When analyzing videos, it's important to get a hang of media control buttons. Something spooky could be hiding in any frame. The anomaly categories are the same as these photos, so make sure to check the guide whenever you're stuck. And as always, happy hunting. Thank you, Paperclip. Okay. So this is a video. God damn it. That's fuck. Ugh. This seems like the one that'll get me some. Potentially. You can't zoom in or anything on this one. What you can do is full screen it. In here. I don't see anything. I don't think there's anything here. I don't think there's anything in the video. Maybe there's just something out of place about the video itself. I don't see anything. I think it's safe. 1920s? Great grandparents and grandaunt, possibly taken a few days after immigrating. Okay. So there's a little girl, but that's... on the phone. Nothing. I don't see anything. There's nothing in this photo either? Why did the music cut in like that then if there's nothing here? Maybe if we zoom out more. On the rooftop, maybe? Hmm. You're telling me there's nothing? Nothing. Nothing at all. No, it's safe. 1920s. Grandpa and Grandaunt, phone name corrupted. Wait a second. Where did she go? Okay, but she was there, but now she's gone. What does this one fall under? I want to say apparition. August 12th, 1966, at the church with mom and dad. Everything seems normal. Normal. Guide entry unlocked. Simulacra. Presence may reveal itself by forming the likeness of a face or a human-like figure within trees, clouds, or man-made structures like floors and walls. Often resembling religious iconography, these manifest on their own accord. Further evidence of unexplainable breaking into our rational world. Common indicators include faces, figures, and silhouettes. Perhaps the most recognizable instance of a simulacra is the Belmez faces appeared on the floor of houses in Spain, with the human-like discoloration emerging on the tiles. Their unexplained appearance may have made them one of the most debated paranormal phenomena of the 20th century. For centuries, faces have appeared on walls, tree bark, and even burnt toast. Yes, the burnt Jesus face. The idea immediately recalls the Shroud of Turin, which perhaps with why many instances of simulacra or pareidolia seem to be religious in nature. These faces often resemble people who may have had a connection to the location, someone who once lived there, or someone still buried beneath it. In 1912, a sailor named Edward Reed was murdered by the shores of the Greywater Cave, Maine. It is said that a face resembling his likeness continued to appear in the waves for nearly a year after his death and only stopped after January 8, 1913, the day his killers received the death penalty. A face bearing the striking resemblance of the Shroud of Turin appeared on the side of a building in Barcelona, Spain on April 4th, 1999, on Easter Sunday. Visitors flocked to the location, placing candles and shrines on the street below, convinced it was a clear sign of a miracle. This continued until 2001 when vandals defaced the site with graffiti, forcing the municipality to repaint the building. Undeterred, the faith continued to visit the site, offerings to this date. These faces tend to blend in with texture of the wall or other surfaces to make them clearly visible. Increasing contrast may help, but make sure to observe the media carefully as they often hide in plain sight. In some cases, viewing negative may further separate the face from its background. Figures and silhouettes. While faces are immediately recognizable to the human psyche, a simulacra can appear more subtly in the natural world. This requires a bit more work and observation to identify. While similar apparitions or shadows in their silhouette-like forms, these anomalies are distinct in their shapes emerge from natural objects such as clouds, trees, or water. Oh, you see the silhouette from the water sphere. This photograph shows the Founder's Spring taking a startling likeness of the Madonna with child, formed in a fountain that typically shoots straight up without aberrations. The photo caused quite a stir when it was released to the public. The clouds take the shape of a man with a mane and a beard, or a woman looking down at her child. The clouds take shape on a shape of a man. Oh, I read that. Careful. Okay. Let's figure this one out. Let me focus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 14. March 8th, 1980, at the pier with Rob just after our wedding. I see nothing. Nothing at all. There's nothing here. Maybe it's in the reflection of the window. I think maybe it's obviously here. I don't see a thing. I think you're safe. This one feels like it's obviously gonna... But why would that move for no reason? Hey, but the thing's moving, so why is it moving? I don't know about this one. I think that this would count as a impossible event. Filter unlocked. Night vision. December 17th, 1987. Dad with baby Eli. Aww. I think this is going to be a night vision one. Maybe not. I don't see anything. I want to say it's safe. So it has to be. June 15th, 1998. Eli with mom and dad. I feel unsure. This over here. Well, that's staying there at all times, so I think that's just a tree. This one's safe. I'm unsure about what I'm looking for. Oh. What is the guide for that? I would say that is a spectral form. September 7th, 2002. Mom and I at home. Oh man, I don't know what to speculate here. I think it's safe. Hey man, come take a look at this. What? What? Hey, come check this out. I want to show you something. Oh dear. And what is it you want to show me? What the hell? There's worms. You got worms. You see? See what I told you? That's just not normal. What are you two doing here? Oh dear. She looks upset. Eli, what's wrong with you? Why would you show something like this to our guest? Well, Mom, remember what I told you about the worms in the bathroom? This isn't normal. This again, this is the last time I'm telling you. I don't want to hear about your ghost stories anymore. Son, you should know better. Come on. You know how he gets, don't you? Maybe? Now go, I have some cleaning up to do. Come on, man, this is hopeless. Go away, you shouldn't see this. Oh, I saw it. I know her. They're not going to listen to us. Even if we show them the photos, they'll say that it's the software adding them in. Just because we're kids. What now? We can do something ourselves. What? Get rid of whatever is haunting this house. Exercise it. Exercise it. How? So the software, it'll give us a final result. Once we've categorized all the photos? What result? The right exorcism process for whatever entity is haunting this house. I sure hope this works. I found 5 out of 8 hauntings. I missed 3? Only one of them was correctly marked as haunted, but with the wrong category type. Oh my god. I'm fucking terrible at this. Well, that was Shutter Story, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to, and hit the bell icon for notifications whenever I post something new. Okay, bye!